User asks, Danny, how long will my money be tied up in a syndication or a real estate fund, and what happens if I need liquidity? Well, that's a great question. So first of all, don't tie money up that you cannot afford to never see again. The reality is that anyone makes an investment like this, and I know this is kind of like controversial and maybe people wouldn't agree with me, but I would pretend like you're never going to see that money again. Now, obviously, that's likely not going to happen. You're probably going to see it plus an awesome return, but don't invest money into these deals that you're going to potentially lose sleep over in a year or two that you don't, because you don't have it. That's not a recipe for success. That being said, most syndications are going to have a 5 to 7 year hold period, and most real estate funds are going to have a 7 to 12 year hold period. These timelines are all going to be clearly defined in the private placement memorandum, which is the PPM. That's the business plan, right? That's where all the terms and everything are going to be laid out by the syndicator / operator / fund manager, right? And so all of those things will be very publicly stated and given to you before you make an investment decision. Now, what happens if you need liquidity? Well, some sponsors might be able to structure some sort of buyback, but it's not going to be free. Chances are you're going to lose a lot of the upside that you gained through liquidating early. And another shareholder might be offered to buy your shares, or they might offer to buy your shares, but don't expect them to offer you full price. And so these are things that never really work out for the person that is liquidating. It always works out for the person who's buying typically, right? So, if you need to liquidate, there's zero legal obligation for the sponsor to do that. And if they do find a way to accommodate it, I wouldn't be surprised if you end up getting a really crappy deal.